Montalvo Broadcasting Network. Support MBN, Montalvo Broadcasting Network, and shop with us over at Montalvo Store. Go to ebay.com and search in the advanced search. Type in Montalvo Store. Now support Montalvo Broadcasting Network. We have a wide array of books on conspiracy, apparel, and much more. Support your favorite radio station, Montalvo Broadcasting Network, by visiting Montalvo Store on ebay.com.
With SRN News, I'm John Scott. Senate Republicans say they'll seek a 5-year shield from coronavirus lawsuits as part of forthcoming negotiations on another relief bill. Capitol Hill correspondent Bob Agnew reports.
The 5-year liability shield would cover businesses, schools, and hospitals from coronavirus lawsuits stretching retroactively from December of last year through 2024. A draft of the GOP proposal, obtained by The Hill, would also give federal courts jurisdiction over lawsuits related to personal injury or medical liability tied to COVID-19. That's to prevent lawsuits in state courts where business groups have warned the laws are often uneven. Senate Republicans say they'll begin work in earnest next week on the next COVID-19 relief package. Bob Agnew reporting.
Texas giving public schools permission to keep campuses closed for more than 5 million students well into the fall as the state scrambles to contain a coronavirus spike. Under the guidelines, Texas schools could hold online-only instruction for up to the first 8 weeks of the school year. That would push the return to campus until November. Also at srnnews.com, Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg says her cancer has returned.
The 87-year-old justice says she's receiving chemotherapy for a recurrence of the cancer, but she adds she has no plans to retire from the Supreme Court. In a statement issued by the court, Ginsburg says, "I have often said I would remain a member of the court as long as I can do the job full steam. I remain fully able to do that." Ginsburg says her treatment has so far succeeded in reducing lesions on her liver, and she will continue chemotherapy sessions every 2 weeks. Ginsburg spent time in hospital this week for a possible infection, but she says that was unrelated to the cancer. Ben Thomas, Washington.
And stocks remain mixed. The Dow down 48. The NASDAQ is ahead 28. This is SRN News. Britons wrestle with transgenderism.
A new YouGov poll finds 47% of adults in the United Kingdom do not believe the government should make it easier for transgender people to legally change their gender. 28% of respondents say the government should make it easier. For the last 2 years, Parliament has been considering various pieces of legislation designed to accommodate people who are living as the opposite gender. So far, none of them has passed, and it appears a lot of Britons are fine with that. Michael Harrington, SRN News.
Religious freedom groups are turning their attention to growing problems in Morocco. Aid to the Church in Need reports that persecution of Christians is on the rise in that mostly Muslim country. Jawad Ihamadi of the Moroccan Association of Rights and Religious Liberties says the penal code holds that all Moroccans are Muslims, so those who convert to Christianity face legal problems besides threats to their security. This is SRN News. Progressive Democrat Jamal Bowen defeated longtime Representative Elliot Engel in New York's Democratic primary, pulling off a major anti-establishment win. Correspondent Bernie Bennett has more.
The win was widely anticipated after Bowman had built a double-digit lead on June 23rd when the primary took place, though the counting of mailed-in ballots delayed the final results for more than 3 weeks. Bowman's victory confirmation provides progressives with a major boost after a mixed year of results, showcasing the strides made by the left in reshaping the Democratic Party. It also marks another instance where a senior lawmaker in the state is ousted in the primary after Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez stunned the political establishment by defeating former Congressman Joseph Crowley in 2018. Bernie Bennett reporting.
3M, the leading manufacturer of N95 masks in the U.S., says it has investigated 4,000 reports of fraud, counterfeiting, and price gouging in connection with the product, and has filed 18 lawsuits. More details at srnnews.com.
The radical left-wing mob's agenda? Take over our cities, defund the police, pressure more towns to follow, and Joe Biden stands with them. Cutting police funding.
Yes, absolutely.
Eliminating cash bail, letting criminals back on the street, Violent crime exploding. Innocent children fatally shot. Who will be there to answer the call when your children aren't safe?
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
You have reached the 911 police emergency line. Due to defunding of the police department, we're sorry, but no one is here to take your call. If you're calling to report a rape, please press 1. To report a murder, press 2. To report a home invasion, press 3. For all other crimes, leave your name and number, and someone will get back to you. Our estimated wait time is currently 5 days. Goodbye.
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black. If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black. Black.
My name is a pimp.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Bust a cap up in your ass.
I learned a lot. And I learned a lot. Anyway, Bo was associated here. Anyway, the point I want to make is I learned so much. Black, white, all colors, all backgrounds. But I mean, come on, man. Men, women, gay, straight, everyone deserves a shot, you know. Come on, man. You know the thing. You know what I mean? You know the thing. You know what I mean? Come on, man. What I have to do is I have to continue talking about the things. Come on, man. I came down here because I remember the first bumper sticker I saw. I learned that I got hairy legs that turned blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight and then watch the hair come back up again. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. I love kids jumping on my lap. Oh, I'm in trouble. What are we, nuts? Dead. You know. Come on, man. Give me a little break here. Get a life. Taking cocaine or not? What do you think? Huh? Come on, man. Black, white, all colors, all backgrounds. But I mean, come on, man. Men, women, gay, straight, everyone deserves a shot. You know. Come on, man. You know the thing. You know what I mean? You know the thing. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black. Come on, man. Well, Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys. I can hardly wait to meet with that guy who is the stable genius. Come on, man. I am very willing to let the public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness. Come on, man.
You're listening to the Bruce Montalvo Show.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the Bruce Montalvo Show, broadcasting live, Spreaker.com/the Bruce Montalvo Show. You can join me in the chat room over at Spreaker.com, and be sure to listen to us on TalkStreamLive.com. Check out the podcast on TalkStreamLive.com, and you're listening to the Pimps and Hoes edition of the Bruce Montalvo Show, because they're having their little communist convention. He's whipping out the cornrows, and it's just nothing but pimps and hoes, virtual pimps and hoes. So we're going to expose the corrupt horror show that is these communist cornrows. These communists with cornrows, these white guys with cornrows now. Right? And Operation Corona continues. Pimps and Hoes edition. Because, you know, Biden is like Pinky in the Brain, only he has no brain. He has no brain at all. They need the robotic suit.
and the real brain, which is probably Barack Hussein Osama or whatever his name is. But did you know that Biden was he was picked for the Wizard of Oz? He was like the understudy for the Scarecrow and the Wizard of Oz. No, really. He was the understudy for the Scarecrow and the Wizard of Oz, but they didn't pick him, so he decided to go into politics instead, because you don't need a brain to go into politics. Because I tell you, you got to be a brain-dead idiot if you don't realize that Biden is going to bone America doggy style. Okay, he's going to put us in the doghouse. Okay, but Biden's not just going to mask you. Okay, he's going to pull out a full metal jacket and put it on America. And if anyone was ever in need of a jacket around them, it's Biden. A straight jacket. Okay? Yeah, you know, one time I was buying hookers in Nam. And the hooker said, "You make me so horny," and I could smell fish oil on her lips. That's Biden. He never was in Nam, and he was never buying hookers there, but he'll tell you he was. Another thing they'll tell you is that he's not friends with grand wizards of the KKK. Oh, that guy that he was sitting with, that wasn't a grand wizard of the KKK. No, it wasn't. But it was a member of the KKK nonetheless. But you see, that's the rationale of these insane clowns. Okay? That's what Biden is. That's what the Biden presidency would be. Or it would be like, I'll tell you what it would be. It would be like Pinky and the Brain, and Obama would be like, you know, in Biden's earbud, telling him what to do, like in an episode of Pinky and the Brain. Okay? I mean, you can't even tell this guy a knock-knock joke. Or he tries to tell you a knock-knock joke, he'll get confused. Biden be like, "Hey, knock, knock." You're like, "Who's there?" Who's where? He doesn't know where he is. Okay, it's insane. He must be high on some scissor or whatever these rappers, these delinquents are getting high on nowadays. And you know, presidents, these NWO presidents, they're like rappers now. Yeah, there's all these hardcore gangsta rap mixes on YouTube with anything they say. I wonder if there's a AI algorithm that takes everything that both the left and right puppets say and then puts it into a hip-hop song so that the stupid sheeple masses can nod their heads to it. Don't you know Biden's gonna be the cause of mass incarceration? Isn't he like the father of mass incarceration? So they're gonna vote blue no matter who, even if he incarcerates you. And that's what they're gonna do. Okay, this is the Pimps and Hoes edition of the Bruce Montalvo Show. You're listening live. You can listen in on Spreaker.com, Spreaker.com/The Bruce Montalvo Show. Catch the podcast on TalkStreamLive.com. So the communists are having their convention, and they're doing it similar to the National Basketball Association with virtual fans. So I wonder if they're going to have the virtual fake fans also vote in their little communist selection. You know, one thing about the NBA, I was looking at it the other day, they're still running with the Black Lives Matter Marxist propaganda. They're still running with it. Now they're in the playoffs after opening up like 2 days ago. Now they're having playoffs because it's like the NBA on speed. And they must be on speed or some type of drugs because they're saying Black Lives Matter. Meanwhile, the logo for the NBA has a giant white guy on it. Right? LA Laker Jerry West. They got a white guy as the logo. So I see what's going to happen in the future. They're not going to want the white guy on the logo of the NBA. And they're going to want to get rid of Jerry West. And maybe they'll put on the Nike Jordan freaking symbol, right? Because Jordan's black. They even got Jerry West attacking Jerry West, making him say that he doesn't want to be the NBA logo anymore. Well, yeah, because you're probably the scorn and of the targeting of all these, being targeted by all these rabid, drooling, sandal-wearing sassafrasses. The NBA logo has a white man on it. Jerry West. There you go. Why don't you go insane over that, you stupid idiots? But you know what they're doing? Virtual playoffs, virtual fans, virtual conventions. What they want you is in a VR world where they can totally control everything you do. They don't want you to go outside and breathe the fresh air and run around and play in the dirt. You know why? Because they want beta babies to be born starting now. Generation Q. They are doing tests where some of these babies that have been quarantined, these Q babies, they scream if they're outside, or if they, just like a Brave New World, you can show them a flower and they'll start screaming like the betas. This is the type of world that they're taking you towards. They want you in a VR controlled realm of simulation. That's what they want, and that's how they plan on stealing this whole thing from Trump with their holographic simulations. You got a holographic reptilian candidate, 2 reptilian candidates. You want to talk about creepy? Look at that picture where Biden's looking all super creepy, and then Kamala has freaking like black eyes, like the black-eyed children or the alien children. I mean, these are some creepy, demonic people, and I bet they smell like sulfur. Virtual votes. DNC delegates participate in a virtual convention, virtual blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah. That's what it is, a whole bunch of blah-de-blah. I mean, you can walk right up to these idiots that are stupider than Homer Simpson. These stupid Democrats, they're like Homer Simpson, all of them. And they're making Homer look bad, but, Homer is kind of dumb. Well, they take it to a whole new level. Okay? And be like, hey, Kamala Harris, refused to prosecute pedophiles that belong to the Catholic Church. They don't care. You tell, hey, Kamala Harris, she tried to kill some innocent man and put him on death row. Still don't care. And you can tell, over 2,000 marijuana convictions as a DA. She laughed with a couple of vagrants on the radio that said that she used to smoke weed and listen to Tupac while she locked them up for Tupac. No, they don't care. Because they're voting jackass no matter who. They're voting D. These people that are running the Democrat Party, they're the type of people that would rape Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, he doesn't look very rapeable, right? You think you just walk up to Mike Tyson and diddle him in his sphincter? No, you can't do that. You'd be afraid, right? But not the Democrats. They're making sure that all of us are getting laid because the government is fucking us every single day. So if you're like, oh man, I'm not getting laid, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you are. The government is just fucked you like 5 minutes ago. What are you talking about? Yeah, Bruce, I'm tired of just getting sodomized and raped in my ass, just saying all sorts of mean things like, I'm gonna fuck you till you love me, faggot. That's how the Democrats want to talk to you. They want you with your face down in the pillow, sodomizing you, telling you that they're gonna fuck you until you love them, faggot. Okay? They're the type of people that would rape Mike Tyson. This party will rape the shit out of you. You better stand up before you get raped. This is the father of mass incarceration. What'd he say? Lock them son of a bitches up when he had more of his marbles up there because they gave him a lobotomy. Joe, the freaking scarecrow from Wizard of Oz, Biden. Okay? The 94 crime bill and this dirty ass cop is pimps and hoes. Pimps and hoes. 2020, pimps and hoes. Instead of putting up Biden presidential campaign posters, they should put up missing reward. Where the hell is my brain? Where the hell is Joe Biden's brain? That's what it should say. Yeah, you know, when I was a kid back in Scranton, I fell off a canoe and I started paddling with some pancakes and I found out I was in a doghouse. That's the type of shit you're going to get from this guy. Joe, if I only had a brain, dumbass, retard, weekend at Bernie's, freaking half-dead motherfucking Biden. Okay? And he also looks like that puppet. He looks like some old man puppet. That's what he is. He's a puppet. That's why he looks like the puppet. Okay? He's dreaming of mass incarceration. For all you think that Biden's going to be just some shining rainbow in the sky? No. No, you are going to get raped. Just like Mike Tyson did. Okay? And you're not living in a world of pure imagination. Okay? This is a guy, Biden, that is sick, twisted pedophile, that if you give him the part of Willy Wonka, he'd be turning all sorts of kids into candy, right? Because he finds them delicious. You know, Joe Biden is like the pedophile, old creepy pedophile from Family Guy. Right when I heard that Biden was running for president, I thought of the guy from Family Guy, that wheezing old man. He like, sure, Sonny, why don't you come over here and sit on my lap? You know, that guy, the old guy from Family Guy. That's Biden in a nutshell. And I don't know what this crackhead media is smoking, thinking that Biden can whip Trump. I mean, they've been watching Family Guy one too many times. They think Trump is like the chicken and Biden's going to be the Peter Griffin, and they're going to have an all-out brawl where he beats the chicken to death. No, that's not going to happen. Okay? Didn't the Family Guy fight Trump also? I mean, they're just obsessed with trying to beat up Trump. They wish they could just walk for two minutes in Trump's shoes. I mean, this is a guy that clotheslined Vince McMahon and gave him hammer shots when he dropped him to the ground. I mean, you think you can handle Donald Trump? How tall is he? Like 6'4"? He's a beast. He's an old-ass man. He works harder than any 30-year-old in America. He comes back home at like freaking 3 a.m. after traveling all over time and space. Trump's crazy. But you know who's crazier? Biden, who's insane. Literally insane. He doesn't have his brain. And it's like Bernie Sanders is mind-controlling Biden to do whatever Bernie Sanders wants him to do. That's who's running the Biden campaign, is all the Bernie commie bros. Those retards. Okay? Bernie Sanders says that he's going to do everything in his power to have Biden elected. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to put Biden out in that robotic pinky in the brain suit because there's no brain. He's all suit. He's a dumbass. Biden would probably get caught masturbating on the first day of his Oval Office. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just out here petting my one-eyed wonder weasel. Right? I mean, that's the real Joe Biden. Will the real Joe Biden, real Joe Biden please stand up? He'll stand up and be beaten off in front of some freaking Girl Scouts or something. That's Biden in a nutshell. That's the real Joe Biden. Okay? Meanwhile, on Twitter right now, you have Michael Obama trending because the former first man looked very manly on their virtual reality freaking communist tour. Bernie Sanders, all these evil, disgusting piles of vomit just that won't go away. Trump should have done should have had like a Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey show airing right next to their show, using all sorts of media platforms, the White House, all of it. But I don't know, maybe he just wants to watch their clown show. instead of him being the ringmaster of his own clown show. It's all a clown show. Politics, that's what it is. It's a bunch of ass clowns. Okay, it's communist convention. Everybody watching it or thinking they're a part of it. I mean, there's nobody there. It's like zero people there. You're an idiot. You've become a virtual idiot. All of you dumbass morons. But Biden goes up there and he says, "Oh, I was really afraid of what was going to happen with the corona because the thing I fear the most is losing my sense of smell." I bet he was just shitting bricks. So you mean if I get the virus, I'm not going to be able to sniff people anymore? Yeah, especially children. Oh, no. Yeah, Biden probably had a freaking heart attack. That's why I heard they hired Ozzy Osbourne to interpret Joe Biden's speeches because nobody knows what the hell he's talking about. Even that pedophile Stephen Colbert is saying, "Oh, please, Biden, just shut up. The only thing that could stop you is your mouth." Right? That's why they hired Ozzy Osbourne, who was the original guy to get coronavirus because he ate a whole bat once. He ate the whole bat soup. And he used to snort fire ants when he didn't have cocaine. So, that's right. Ozzy Osbourne has been hired as Joe Biden's interpreter. No, but it would be a good move. Because Ozzy Osbourne's way more coherent and understandable than that stupid jackass. "Oh, you know, I went on the tour and run out of the cane and they'll say, hey, there's a pile of the ants on the floor. Somebody give me a straw." And I snorted the ants. Way more understandable Ozzy Osbourne than Biden. You know what Biden's saying? One minute he's talking about roaches, the next minute he's talking about kids on his lap. Right? People in the chat room here saying Joe Blow 2020, and they sent a picture of Kamala Harris blowing the J on the Joe. That's funny. They're saying that Kamala and Joe are not going to make it to the finish line, and they're going to put in Michael Obama and Hillary Clinton. Oh, my God. Please don't say such things. Biden probably says, whenever he sees Kamala, he calls her Oprah. "Oh, hi, Oprah. Hey, how you doing?" Trending on Twitter. Michael Obama is trending on Twitter. Thank you, Charles and John and Scott and everybody in the chat room, Janet, all of you in there. Hello, howdy. Michael Obama roasts Trump. It is what it is. What? Michael Obama with his big, ugly Adam's apple on Michael's freaking throat. Big Adam's apple. It's either that or the giant ball sack. Could you imagine if lesbians, I'm not saying she's lesbian or he. I don't know what the hell Michael Obama is. It's like the Baphomet. Michelle, Michael. So like the Baphomet. It's like a guy, goat guy with titties. But I don't know if lesbians ran the world, they would force us to watch WNBA. That's all that would be on the television. Just WNBA would be like hell. Virtual DNC. Bernie says, Nero fiddled with Rome while Trump golfs. Oh, yeah. Real eloquent. Really cultured thing to say. Nero. Yeah, Nero also wrestled naked with dudes in Rome, which is what your Bernie bros do. That's why you didn't become president, because they were too busy fucking each other in the Bernie Sanders headquarters. They're just a bunch of idiots. And speaking of gays fucking each other, John Kasich went up there. He's a gay, isn't he? Isn't he a gay guy, John Kasich? He's part of the gays that hate Trump club, that say they're Republican, but really they're gay rhinoceroses. That's what you have. Gay rhinoceroses that are mad at Trump. And Then we're winding down here towards the end of the show. Pretty much the message that you'll get from the Communist Democrat Convention is America is bad and Trump is the reason for the virus, and Trump is part of Trump is part of the pandemic. He is the pandemic. Trump's the virus. What are they saying? Oh, America sucks. Why America sucks? That's probably all the themes of the Democrat Communist Convention. America sucks and America stinks. It's like mind control. It's like MK Ultra to make you think that America sucks, so that you could just open up the door to all these illegal foreigners to just come right into your house and make themselves a sandwich in your kitchen, right? Is that what you're advocating? For me to let some butt wipe come in and make himself a sandwich in my kitchen. Okay, these are heartless, just evil communist bastards that even when Trump's brother died, they had the hashtag wrong Trump. Oh, the wrong Trump died. Oh, death took the wrong Trump. I mean, you evil, sick sons of bitches. Okay? Woman shot with BB gun for removing Trump sign from wrong yard. Yeah, it's funny because you don't see any Biden signs anywhere, right? There'd be a lot of garbage everywhere you have to pick up after he loses. But look, that woman's lucky she didn't get shot with a real freaking hand cannon. Right? They were just playing with you. Hey, look, don't mess with my sign. Boom, BB gun to the ass. BB gun to the ass. Oh, a hidden Trump vote can't explain Trump's bad poll numbers. Oh, please. Please, you're going to see the very unsilent majority beat the crap out of your freaking Sesame Street candidate, Elmo, who probably gives better news or better freaking broadcast than Biden ever could. You know, another hashtag they're attacking the president. Oh, they're saying, oh, divorce Trump. Oh, America needs to be divorced by Trump like all his other wives hate him, and the current wife that smiles in his face and then turns around and makes a disgusting face during the inauguration. Remember, Melania Trump made the ugliest face. As soon as Trump turned around, she made a face like she hated him. And that's what the liberals are using as cannon fodder against Trump. Oh, he's going to get a divorce. Oh, look, his wife hates him. America is like Trump's wife. It also hates him. These people are stupid. But maybe they're onto something, because she got awfully close to Justin Trudeau. He's a little girly man anyway. Look, Melania Trump's probably a reptilian woman with long fingers, and she's controlling Trump's mind because she comes from the Draco star system, where communism is king. Actually, Melania Trump comes from a communist background, totally. So she's the first lady to literally be a descendant of communism, straight up. It's crazy. All the rest of them were Nazis. This one's a communist. It shows you where we're going. And they want you to keep the mask on. And this is the mask death they keep advocating. Just like the book, The Mask of the Red Death. Well, you got the commies, and you got the mask, and you got the Red Death and the Mask of the Red Death. You live in it. You live in the Mask of the Red Death. Biden and Harris call for 3-month nationwide mask mandate. They want you to wear them inside your house. They don't want you to show your face. The wiener goblin, cock goblin, and the brainless goblin don't want you to show your face or even speak of freedom or liberty, and just breathe in your carbon dioxide until you die. In this virtual campaign where they want to remove you from Mother Nature and put you in a holographic cube from hell that they can control you for the rest of your life. So, come on, man. I just want to rob you, man. Hey, it's just nothing but pimps and hoes, G. You've been listening to the Bruce Montalvo Show. I'll be right back. Listening to Montalvo Marathon. You're on lockdown. Well, don't frown because I'm here broadcasting until sundown. You're listening to the Bruce Montalvo Show. Stay right there.
Montalvo Broadcasting Network. Support MBN, Montalvo Broadcasting Network, and shop with us over at Montalvo Store. Go to ebay.com and search in the advanced search. Type in Montalvo Store. Now support Montalvo Broadcasting Network. We have a wide array of books on conspiracy, apparel, and much more. Support your favorite radio station, Montalvo Broadcasting Network, by visiting Montalvo Store on ebay.com.